Another reported attack on truckload of food items as NEMA refutes looting of warehouse in Abuja. Federal government denies facility relocation as Northern Elders Forum pushback. Lagosians decry worsening economic situation as cooking oil surge sparks sellers' concern over dwindling patronage. Away from Nigeria, Haiti government declares state of emergency. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Sumaya Abubakar. In a viral video posted online less than 24 hours after a warehouse was looted and vandalized by residents in Gwagwa area of Abuja, a truckload of food items was attacked and looted by residents in the same location early Monday morning. It is unclear whether the food items belong to a private business or a government agency. Meanwhile, the National Emergency Management Agency has rebutted media reports alleging the looting of its warehouse in Abuja, clarifying that the warehouse in question does not belong to the agency. In a statement shared by the NEMA press unit on Sunday, the agency expressed sympathy with the owners of the looted facility. However, the Agricultural and Rural Development Secretariat of the Federal Capital Territory Administration confirmed the looting of its warehouse in Day on Sunday by FCT residents, attributing it to economic hardship in the country. According to Decry Aliyu, the spokesperson for the ARD Secretariat, residents had looted everything in the store and vandalized the premises, including removing roofs and windows.
The warehouse in Gwagwa, Tasha. People are hungry.
Can I call you back? I did. Man, boy is the best. Oh, boy is the scatter area. Oh, boy is the best. Oh, boy. This is, I think this is Tasha One warehouse.
The federal government has initiated a new expatriate employment levy policy, imposing a hefty fine of 3 million naira for companies found in violation. Offenses under this policy include failure to submit the IL, failure to register an employee, corporate entities, or renewing IL within 30 days, and providing false information on IL. The expatriate employment levy is a financial contribution mandated for employers hiring foreign workers, primarily targeting the offshore earnings of the expatriates in Nigeria. The objective is to promote balanced economic growth and workforce development by ensuring fair contribution from expatriate employment. President Bola Tinubu officially launched the policy on February 28, 2024, emphasizing its role in bridging the wage gaps between expatriates and the Nigerian labor force, while enhancing employment opportunities for qualified Nigerians in foreign-operated companies. The Nigeria Employers Consultative Association, NECA, has raised significant concerns regarding the implications of the Ministry of Interior expatriate employment levy on the country's investment climate. NECA, representing the interest of the employers across various sectors, has emphasized the necessity for thorough regulatory consideration before implementing such a tax policy. Now, this caution arises from the potential adverse effect that the levy could have on the ongoing fiscal and monetary reforms undertaken by the federal government. NECA's Director General Adewale Smart Oyerinde underscored the pivotal role of foreign direct investment in driving economic growth and development in Nigeria. He pointed out that the imposition of a levy ranging from $10,000 to $15,000 on employers who engage expatriates could pose significant challenges to attracting and retaining foreign investors. This levy, if enforced without proper regulatory frameworks and safeguards, may not only discourage the FDI inflows but also lead to unintended negative consequences for the business environment. NECA expressed concerns about the potential impact of the expatriate employment levy on skills transfer initiatives in Nigeria. Now, while the government aims to promote knowledge exchange and capacity building through expatriate employment, the imposition of a substantially about levy could deter employers from engaging in such programs. Moving on from that, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo-San, has refuted claims suggesting that the ministry intends to relocate a firefighting simulator from the Nigerian College of Technology, Zaria, to Lagos State. In a statement issued by his special advisor on media and communication, Tunde Moshood, on Monday, the minister dismissed these assertions as the work of mischief makers. The alleged proposal sparked reactions, including cautionary remarks from the Northern Elders Forum, expressed by its Director of Publicity and Advocacy, Abdul Aziz Suleiman, on Sunday, deeming the purported move worrisome. Keyamo addressed the claim directly in a statement, highlighting that it was baseless and purely concocted to cause disruption. He emphasized that there is no truth to the rumor and assured that the ministry has no plans for such a relocation. Additionally, he acknowledged the House of Representatives' motion on the matter but deemed it unnecessary, given that he had already reassured the Speaker of the House in a private meeting that rumor had no basis in reality. Over the weekend, telecommunication operators barred no fewer than 40 million telephone lines following the expiration of the February 28, 2024 deadline set by the Nigerian Communication Commission. This marks a significant increase from the initially planned deactivation of 12 million telephone lines as mandated by the NCC directive. In a notice issued in December 2023, the NCC instructed telcos to deactivate SIMs that had not been linked to their owners' national identity numbers by the specified deadline. Despite calls for an extension, the NCC Director of Public Affairs, Ruben Moka, ruled out any possibility of prolonging the deadline, warning of sanctions against telcos that failed to comply. The chairman of the Association of Licensed Telecommunications Operators of Nigeria, Gbenga Adebayo, confirmed that telcos indeed deactivated 12 million lines in accordance with the directive. Cooking oils, whether derived from palm or granules, served as indispensable ingredients in Nigeria cuisine. Now, these oils does not only enhance the flavor of dishes, but also facilitates even cooking by distributing heat effectively. Now, despite their culinary significance, cooking oil vendors are currently facing a downturn in patronage due to the prevailing economic inflation. This downturn has significantly impacted their sales, prompting other concerns within the industry. Victoria Tukolo, in her survey, went through both the mainland and the island regions, including Aja, as she shed more light on the evolving landscape of cooking oil commerce in this state. Take a look.
Nigeria's inflation rate continues to impact food prices, with many commodities escaping the reach of Nigerians. In Lagos State, the pricing landscape of cooking oil varies significantly across markets, devoid of a standardized pricing system. Sellers set price based on their procurement cost and location, resulting in disparities among market rates. Within the mainland area of Lagos State, a litre of palm oil commands a price of 1,100 naira, while vegetable oil is priced at 1,500 naira per litre. Speaking with sellers in mainland market, insights were gleaned into the factors influencing their pricing strategies, particularly concerning the procurement cost of 25 litres oil kegs.
We are buying this groundnut oil, 10,000 naira before. But as everything changes now, we are buying it at 40,000 naira. 25 liters. Whereas this red oil, we are buying before 8,000 naira for 25 liters. But now we are buying 30,000 naira. What is
Presently now we're selling 28,000 as for palm oil, and vegetable oil we're selling 40,000 currently. But before we used to sell about 20,000, 21,000, but now it's selling for 28,000.
The price of oil is too high. This morning now, they just brought to me now. I bought 38 last. Now I'm going to buy 40. How much are we going to sell it per bottle? The same thing applicable to red oil. Every day when you get to the market, the things are adding. People are not even able to afford it. There's no market. Nobody's selling anything. You go and buy it and you cannot sell. In a day, you cannot make any sales. How do you want to feed?
Nigerian families in Lagos State are finding themselves grappling with the soaring prices of essential commodities, causing widespread discontent among residents. Their complaints about the exorbitant prices resonate throughout the state, reflecting the challenges faced by households in sustaining their livelihoods.
A liter for red oil is 1,000 naira. Why 2 liter is 2,000 naira? Groundnut oil is 1,500 for 1 liter. Why 2 liter of groundnut oil is 3,500? It's too much.
Nigerian families burdened by the steep prices of essential food items find themselves in a precarious position, especially concerning staple foods they rely on daily.
There is a mounting apprehension regarding the proposal to merge the Air Force Institute of Technology with the Nigerian Defense Academy as outlined in the Orosanye panel report. President Bola Tinubu approved the implementation of this report on February 27, 2024, aiming to streamline government agencies and institutions for cost-cutting and operational efficiency. The report suggests merging the Nigerian Army University and AFIT into the NDA. At the 7th matriculation ceremony of AFIT, Professor Kabir Bala, the Vice-Chancellor of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, commented on the decision, labeling it as a policy matter. Air Vice Marshal Sani Rabe, the commandant of AFIT, expressed concerns, suggesting that those behind the recommendation might not fully understand AFIT's operations. He emphasized that AFIT was established primarily to train Nigerian Air Force personnel in logistics, armament, aircraft maintenance, and communication. However, it later opened its doors to civilians to benefit from its facilities. The Akwa Ibom state government has announced its assumption of control over the disputed area between Ibeno, Eket, and Esit Eket local government areas, where a communal clash left 16 individuals wounded. Governor Umo Eno emphasized that the clash arose from disputes over ownership of the oil-rich creek forest reserves and warned against any further breakdown of law and order. During a visit to the affected area, Governor Eno urged politicians not to take sides or sponsor youth to engage in unlawful activities, emphasizing that such actions would not be tolerated by the government. He further stated that if similar incidents occurred again, the transition chairman in any of the 3 local government areas would be removed from their positions. You're watching News Update on Trust TV. Coming up, consumers express concern over escalating snail prices. This and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. If you're just joining us, this is Trust News Update. Here's a recap of our top stories. Another reported attack on truckload of food items as NEMA refutes looting of warehouse in Abuja. And the federal government denies facility relocation as Northern Elders Forum pushback. Moving on to more stories, the special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Housing, Barakat Odunuga Bakari has unveiled plans to introduce a monthly rental scheme in the state, echoing practices observed in other regions worldwide. Now, during a recent press briefing held by the Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Authority in Ikeja, Lagos, Odunuga Bakari revealed that the implementation of the scheme is slated for completion before the end of 2024 or early in the subsequent year. Explaining the rationale behind the initiative, Odunuga Bakari emphasized the need for a more tenant-friendly rental system, citing the prevalent model of monthly rent collections in many developed countries. Under the proposed scheme, rental charges would be tailored according to tenants' earnings, ensuring greater affordability and flexibility for residents across various income brackets. Addressing the concerns about the allocation of funds for the scheme, Odunuga Bakari reassured stakeholders that the earmarked 5 billion naira remains untouched, affirming the government's commitment to realizing this transformative housing policy. Snail meat is considered a delicacy among many Nigerian cultures, boasting numerous nutritional benefits that set it apart from other types of meat. The current economic downturn in the country has significantly impacted in its affordability. The price for a large-sized snail has surged to 5,000 naira a stack, increased from its previous range of 850 naira to 1,200 naira. Most of the snails are sold in Lagos are sourced from the bush in Ore, Ondo State. Victoria Tukulu visits various snail sellers for this report as presented from our studio.
Snails are not only a delicacy enjoyed worldwide, but also a powerhouse of nutrition. They're rich in magnesium. They play a crucial role in maintaining normal blood pressure, strengthening bones, and ensuring a regular heartbeat. Also, snails are abundant in iron, calcium, vitamin A, and several other minerals, making them an excellent addition to a healthy diet. In Lagos State, the majority of snails available in the market are sourced from the dense forest of Ore in Ondo State. The fluctuating economy has impacted the pricing of this nutritious meat, with costs varying according to size. A large snail currently retails for 5,000 naira, while a batch of 100 medium-sized snails is priced at 75,000 naira.
The jumbo size is 48,000, 20 pieces. The medium size is 37,000, 20 pieces. This one is small one. That 80 pieces dey inside basket. The 45,000. That 80 pieces.
This one is 100 pieces. Degree 75,000 for 100 pieces. This one is 100 pieces. Degree 60,000. This one is 40 pieces, bigger one. But 20 pieces is 38,000.
Like this man now, if you want to talk about all these sizes of meat, before when we are selling it 700. But now you can see now some weighing it here now is 4,500 now. It's costing every day by day, gradually.
Speaking with snail consumers, they shared their perspectives regarding the recent increase in snail prices.
We bought a snail of a pack 20. We bought it for 45,000, which is on the rise compared to the other days, which we just buy it at the rate of maybe 10,000 naira for 20 pieces. So it's on the high side now. So I think if the government can help us in adding, making the fuel to price to come down, the transportation, it will help. It will go a long way.
This snail is so expensive. Based on the country now, this is hard. Now, this snail is supposed to be like 500 naira, 600 naira, or 1,000. And then we are talking about one snail is 12,000 naira.
Consuming snail meat offers numerous health benefits regardless of age. Snails provide a wholesome source of nutrition suitable for both men and women, young and old alike. With its ability to regulate blood sugar levels, lower high blood pressure, and absence of fat, snail meat stands out for its exceptional nutrient profile compared to other similar meats.
The Lagos State Internal Revenue Service has set a deadline of March 31st, 2024 for the submission of annual tax returns for all individual taxpayers, including self-employed individuals and employees under the Pay-As-You-Earn scheme. Ayodele Sobair, the executive chairman of Lagos Internal Revenue Service, made this announcement in a statement released on Sunday as conveyed by Monsurat Amasa Oyelude, the head of corporate communications. Sobair underscored the importance of complying with the deadline, stating that it aligns with the provisions outlined in the Personal Income Tax Amendment Act 2011. He urged all individual taxpayers in Lagos State to fulfill their tax obligations by submitting their returns on time to avoid penalties and other legal consequences. Furthermore, Sobair emphasized that tax returns should be exclusively submitted through the LIRS e-tax portal. He highlighted the portal's benefits, including ease of use, convenience, and security, and stressed that all taxable entities within Lagos State must register on the e-tax portal to facilitate the submission process. From the foreign scene, Haiti's government on Sunday declared a state of emergency and nighttime curfew in a bid to quell a wave of violence sparked by a gang assault on the capital city main prison that allowed thousands of inmates to escape. The government said in a statement that the state of emergency and 6 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew would be effective from Sunday to Wednesday, March 6th. Both measures would apply to the Quest region, which includes the capital, Port-au-Prince, and will be subject to renewal. The government said the objective of the measures would be to allow it to re-establish order and take the appropriate measures to take back control of the situation. Economy Minister Patrick Michel Boisvert signed the statement as the country's acting prime minister. The Prime Minister Ariel Henry was in Kenya last week to sign an agreement to deploy police from the East African country to lead a UN-backed law and order mission to the gang-plagued Caribbean nation. U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris called for an immediate ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas conflict on Sunday, urging both sides to accept a proposed 6-week ceasefire deal. She also criticized Israel for what she deemed as insufficient aid deliveries into Gaza. Harris' remarks represent the strongest stance taken by a U.S. administration official on Israel since the conflict began. President Joe Biden faces mounting pressure over his support for Israel amidst a rising civilian death toll in Gaza. A senior U.S. official indicated on Saturday that Israel had broadly accepted the proposed ceasefire deal. The agreement would entail a 6-week halt in hostilities if Hamas agrees to release the most vulnerable hostages in holds. The Israeli army reports that 130 hostages remain in Gaza, with 31 believed to be deceased. Israel's military response has led to approximately 30,410 deaths, primarily among women and children, according to the Hamas government's Ministry of Health. In her statement, Harris called on the government to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to take immediate measures to enhance aid delivery into Gaza.
Given the immense scale of suffering in Gaza, there must be an immediate ceasefire. For at least the next 6 weeks, which is what is currently on the table. This will get the hostages out and get a significant amount of aid in. This would allow us to build something more enduring, to ensure Israel is secure, and to respect the right of the Palestinian people to dignity, freedom, and self-determination. Hamas claims it wants a ceasefire. Well, there is a deal on the table. And as we have said, Hamas needs to agree to that deal. Let's get a ceasefire. Let's reunite the hostages with their families. And let's provide immediate relief to the people of Gaza.
And on that note, we wrap up news updates on Trust TV. Do not forget to follow us across all social media platforms and join our YouTube for more news programs and documentaries. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thanks for watching.